Good evening, Lobby. We are going to, well, actually, this is our very first video for our mini crochet along, our video crochet along. This was a last minute decision. I was playing around with my camera. I needed to make a blanket, actually 2 blankets for a set of twins for a friend. And I thought, well, I would play with my new camera that I just received from my son for Christmas. And then decided, you know what, I would throw this up. I've almost backed out a couple times because I do not feel that it's really up to par, but it is what it is, and it's a practice. So practice for me, and hopefully it'll help somebody a little bit. So here we go. On the mini video event, if you go down where it says video coming soon, I just wanted you to know that this is the pinned post, and this is where you're going to find all of the videos. Right now there's a lot of comments, but I'm going to be removing all the comments, and this will be actually turned off so that you will be able to easily find the list of videos. Right now there is at the very bottom the how to corner, so if you have not done the corner to corner, please watch those videos. You do not have to crochet, just watch them so that you have an idea of what we're about to do. Also, you're going to need to have bobbins ready. So, well, that's not wanting to go there. So there is a event called All About Bobbins, and if you go there you can scroll down, and so many people have posted their ideas in different ways that you can use bobbins. Oh, there's just so many. You will see different types. There's also videos that will show you how to make bobbins, how bobbins are used. Actually, this is my board that I use, and so with my board you would just put your bobbins around. This is like PVC piping, and my husband kind of made it look like a little bobbin for me, but I wrap my yarn around it, and that is called a dowel rod, and it's screwed into the board, and the PVC just slides right over top of it, and so when I need yarn I just give it a yank. When I'm doing my project, I would flip one way, and yes, the string will tangle, but when I flip back, then it untangles. When you add a bobbin, you will get tangles here and there. Not really tangles. Your yarn will get mixed up, but every now and then I would just stop and straighten them up. That works for me. Everybody's different, so you'll want to try a few different ones, but I just wanted you to know where to go look. So that's that. Now I want to go over how I would normally do a project so that you have an idea of what to do if you are doing it and there is no video. So first I would pick out my graph and figure out what I wanted to do, and then from there I would obviously you'd pick out your bobbins, figure out what it is you're going to do, because you will need bobbins, and then my material list. So for this project we are going to use a tapestry needle, a pair of scissors. I am going to use a J hook, and here's the J hook, and a tape measure. And the only reason we're going to need a tape measure is because I want to show you how you can actually figure out, and it's still approximate because there's ends and probably some yarn in each of these skeins that are, you might come across a few bad spots, so you have to leave a little leeway there for that. But I'm going to show you how you could figure out on a big project how much yarn you actually need. Now with this, honestly, when I do mine, I can just kind of look at it and know that, first of all, this outside here, I'm going to do an off-white, not the white. So I bought an off-white I know that one skein of yarn is going to be good for that. This black, probably a half. And then each of these colors, this pink, hot pink, even the skin, I'm figuring from a half to a skein of yarn at the most, and even the green. So I will have a material list up there that I do believe will work for all of us. But if you had a good project or a big project and you wanted to be more accurate, I'm saying more accurate, but again, it's still hard to be exact. But what you would do is, first of all, you would make a block, a corner to corner block, and then you're going to unravel this block. So figure out, unravel it, hold your tape measure, and measure that piece of yarn as best as you can. I come up with 24.5. So we have that, 24.5. Now here's my skein of yarn. My skein of yarn is 426 yards. So now I'm going to take my 426 yards and I'm going to multiply that by 36. There's 36 inches in a yard. So if I multiply those two together, that is going to give me 15,336 inches. So I have 15,336 inches in this skein of yarn. So now I know that my block that I used 24.5 inches. So now I'm going to take the 15,336 inches and I'm going to divide that by 24.5, and that is going to give me an approximate amount of blocks that this will do for me. So I come up with 626 blocks. So I should be able to make 626 blocks with this yarn, with this skein of yarn. Now again, you're going to have waste, you're going to have ends, you're going to have bad spots, maybe you're going to frog and you're going to have some yarn waste. So I'm going to guesstimate 600 blocks with this skein of yarn. So what I would normally do is I would make a list of all my colors, and so I have hot pink, pink, black, off-white, I'm calling this skin, and then I have white and green. So I would make a list of those. I would count out the blocks. Sometimes you get a program that might tell you how many colors are in each block, but if you really wanted to be as close and accurate as you could, if you did not have those figures, you would have to count those out. And once you counted those out, you would do exactly what we just did for each color. And that would tell you, well, we would do that and then count up the blocks. And that would just tell you how many yards you would need for each color. I hope that makes sense. I think that makes sense. So that is where we are for today. I just kind of wanted to go over how I do the project, how I start by, printing my graph, the whole 9 yards, and I will try to go over everything step by step, and then we will start our video. So I think I will be uploading a video tomorrow. That will be this one, and then I'm going to also put a material list up, and tomorrow night I will go over how to read and write a graph. We're not going to do that with this project. The next project I will, but I do want to go over that since I kind of, like I said, I just kind of going over this project really quick. Okay, well, hope to see you guys, and please leave me comments. if you have any problems. Thanks.